So I officially am done decorating my front room, which I will insert clip. But it's not showing up as bright on the camera. So I did take a picture and the picture shows it brighter, but you just can't see the blinking lights, which is sort of the coolest part because it kind of gives that illusion that the bats are flying. Oh my gosh, it's so cute and I'm so glad I did it. Sometimes decorating inside is better than decorating outside. Look at my cute outfit. I had my cute pink pumps with my little. I just don't understand. I am a fashionista, okay? I'm a fashionable woman. This is how I wore it. What's the cute? I'm not gonna grab them, but it has some cute pink heels. Yeah. Yeah. No, okay. I actually just got home. This is going to be the start of this vlog only because, this is my Friday, and usually on my Fridays, my days start a bit differently because my kids are getting here, and yeah, so there's no point of me showing when I wake up because, y'all need to know all that. This is the start of Vlogtober, vlog. Are we at 16? Are we at 16? We probably at like fucking 18 by now. Yeah. So, I'm going to, because I still want to do I don't know if I'm going to do those today, though. They're, the Harry Potter candle lights in their room. I'll probably do the ones in their room and my room tomorrow. Just because I kind of want to, straighten up their room a little bit more first before I put the candles up. I'm excited. But the front room's done, so they will be surprised with that today. I have a couple of other ideas I want to do with their room. So what I'm trying to figure out is, should I do the hanging candles in their room now? Or should I do them when I decorate their room? But then they'd have to wait until like November. I don't want them to wait till that long. We shall see. Anyways, yes. Welcome to Vlogtober, day whatever the fuck I put. And, yeah. So, quick snippet. Okay, so I was supposed to go on a date yesterday, right? But if I would have went on this date, the date got canceled, right? But if I would have went on the date when I was supposed to go on the date, I actually would have started my period on my menstrual. I don't know if people care about that, but I would have started my menstrual while on the date. And it's crazy how when you look at things, when you want to look at things negatively, what would have happened was I would have felt some type of way about the date. It's not that it didn't work out, but I would have felt some type of way about the date getting rescheduled. And kind of like had this woe is me, why does nothing go right for me kind of thing. And wouldn't have seen the silver lining. Because if it had worked out the way that we planned it, yeah, I would have started my menstrual on the date, and I would have had no way to go back. Well, I could have went home, but that wasn't my plan. My plan was to meet him at the place and then go to work right afterwards. I wouldn't have had any of the things had I left earlier, because I was supposed to leave earlier. Yeah, I was supposed to leave early yesterday to make it to the date on time, and that way leaves, about an hour for me to get to work. Well, not an hour, but like I would have been able to have an hour on the date and still would have been like at work early instead of like rushing or anything. You know, the way we set it up was pretty perfect. But had it have happened, it would not have been a good day for me. And I'm sure I would have been able to find some way to, in my specific department, I would have been fine, but I would have been using things I haven't used in years. I don't use regular pads and tampons. They're not good for your pH, right? And, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So that one day, if, you know, I needed some stuff, I would have did what I had to do. I'm not that crunchy that I would not have worn it at all. I'm not about to, you know what I mean? Just have a whole fucking mess going on because I don't use those because they're toxic. Which, no, I don't use those because they're toxic, but I wouldn't have been that. I wouldn't have been anal enough to have a mess going on. You know what I mean? So I would have been fine at work, but my dress would have been ruined, and I would have had nothing to wear home. I basically would have had to wear my uniform home because the dress I wore was like a light olive green silky dress. It's the one I bought for my birthday. Yeah, it would have been a mess, right? And so the silver lining is sometimes things literally don't work out for your best fucking interest. And although that is a bit of TMI, the point is, because I haven't made like a point, and that's just gonna be my thing. At the end of my vlog, I want to make a point. And the point is, although it's TMI, sometimes things don't work out for you. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it looks like. For your best interest. Bad things do happen, yes. But sometimes they happen for your best interest. Now, I don't really like to get into, look at the bright side of why, you know, something fucked up happened. Because, you know, everybody does not see life that way. And I'm not trying to force anything on anyone. Because I know how that goes, and something ever bad happens in my future, people are like, well, do you see the silver lining? You know, they just be waiting to throw that shit back in my face. So I'm not necessarily talking about bad things. I'm talking about mishaps, you know, realignments, you know, detours. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's just protection. And I'm not saying that I was rejected, but I'm not necessarily saying like rejection. So in my case, the rejection would be that the situation just didn't iron itself out the way that it needed to for the date to happen. And that rejection is protection. Because I would have much rather gone to work at my normal time, doing my thing, getting dressed, having a good old time, being like, oh, what the hell wrong with my stomach? Boom, realize I'm starting my period. And then now I got all the stuff I need to be at work comfortably. Pain meds if I need pain meds. You know, my proper menstrual stuff that I use. And be cool, right? Now, it was, you know, first day periods suck, period. I don't want to say they suck, because periods don't suck. But, you know, it's starting, and that's usually, for me, personally, the worst day is the first day. Or the hardest day, too. And I'm at work, so it's like, fuck, help me. And also, I feel like I started my period earlier than anyways. The realignments is God assignments. And the crazy thing is that ended up turning out to where I ended up. It wasn't necessarily a date, but hanging out with someone that I would have much rather end up hanging out with. Now, my being on my menstrual didn't matter either way. Like if I knew ahead of time that I was on my menstrual and I ended up on the original date, the fuck, I said. They're trying to stop me. If I originally went on it knowing that I was on my menstrual, I'm not saying I wouldn't have went on it, because it's not like you have to do something because you go, you know what I mean? Don't be one of those people who are like, I can't go on a date because I'm on my, because don't assume that you're going to be doing something sexual. So, I don't know why I'm saying that. Because sometimes I feel like people, like let's say you're going out on a date, right? You have a date plan, whatever. And somebody would say like, I can't go out on a date, I'm on my period. Or I got to reschedule the date because I'm on my period. Due to the fact that you think afterwards you have to, or you will, or you want to be sexually active. You don't have to be sexually active after a date. I know a lot of people know that, but some people don't know that. Like, you don't have to be sexually active every single time you meet somebody new, or, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying like you going out on 5 dates and you being sexually active with all of them. I'm saying if you find somebody you like and you know you would do the damn thing with them, that does not mean you have to do it the first date, the first link, the first anything. So don't use, or don't, not if you want to use it, but I mean like don't think that you can't go out on a date on your period. I don't know, maybe that's for somebody. I don't know why the hell I'm saying that shit. I think maybe I'm even saying it to myself, because not the part where I think you have to have sex on a first date or something like that. But thinking that a man wouldn't want to go out on a date with you because you're on your period. And that's not always true. Sometimes the right man doesn't care. And not because he gonna run the red light, but because he's not even trying to get you out your drawers. So I'm saying that to say, like, it's not that I wouldn't have went on the first date had I known I was on my period. I just would not have known. It came early. Normally I start, doesn't matter. It came early, so I would not have guessed to have my stuff on me. So I would have just been sitting there chit-chat, and I would have started, bleeding. So, realignment is God's assignment. And the silver lining in that is that don't think that just because something isn't working out, that something better won't happen. Because if I don't think I would have went out on the second date if I went on the first date, because that's kind of, it's too much. Doing too much. Once again, you don't got to be active with these people, but it's still like, that's too much. I can't see myself going to no. Like, at the very most, let's schedule something for next week, right? But because I didn't go out on the date, and I wasn't planning on, like, this wasn't a plan between me and this other person. We just, it just kind of, like, ended up that way for reasons. I don't want to say reasons I won't say, like, they're, like, crazy. It's just, everybody don't need to know all my business. But it just worked out that way. And then, hello? I would have, I was waiting for you at the door. And it could have just been a really, really, really good date, and it never goes anywhere or whatever. But sometimes I think we need, even if an experience doesn't go anywhere, sometimes I feel like experiences happen because they teach you something about yourself. And it taught me something about myself. Not like it's like bad lesson or anything, but just like one of those realizations that, oh, this is what I like. I'm sitting here about to go for this, which is, it's not bad at all. You know what I mean? Very, very gentleman, very handsome guy, all that. But this is what I like. This is how I would want it to show up. This is how I want to feel. This is, it's good stuff. Silver lining, y'all. Sometimes the silver lining is something better is coming. Like, even if it's the same motherfucking day, something better is always coming. You just gotta be patient. And it's crazy because I just watched a video that I did. I think it was like May 16th. And my hair was still red. And I think I was at work and I was saying, I just watched it. I said something like, sometimes people will do certain things because they want to see you crash out. Don't crash out because something bigger is coming. And if you crash out and you lose everything, you'll never see that big thing that's coming that you work so hard for. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be career, it could be love, it could be moving, it could be a new vehicle, new place, it could be Maybe you're moving out of town, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're going overseas, maybe you're getting a promotion, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you're working towards, multiple things could be happening at once. But just know that sometimes even when you can't see that you're about to walk right the fuck into it, because you don't even know you're about to walk into it. You're so busy thinking about all the other amazing things that's happening in your life. You don't know that you're about to walk literally right into something amazing, even if it's just a moment. Because I don't want to like jinx it and be like, y'all, I'm about to get, you know, I don't know. If I'm be married next year. But you walk right the fuck into it. And I just watched that video before this even happened. This was yesterday. And I watched that video before that. And I remember thinking like, damn, I wonder what that looks like. Like, when is that thing that I'm like, don't crash out, Mickey? Yeah, and a whole thing came from that because I said in the video I might be going through a breakup. Whole time I literally was. That was like May 16th. We broke up in like May 24th. I literally predicted that shit. Like, yeah. But don't crash out because something. And if I would have like, well, where is it? Well, where is it? It's fucking October. Or at least, yeah, we mid-October and then boom. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next clip. So I made a little seafood boil and it is bussin'.
It is.
We got corn, shrimp, mussels, potato. There's an egg in there. I didn't do like crab or lobster because, you know, I just didn't feel like doing all that. And I made the sauce with a birria sauce. Stop, Raven. Don't touch it. But I made the sauce with a birria sauce. Oh, and sausages. Sausages in there too. Why are you not going to eat it? Why are you not eating? Say hi. But yeah, I just had to show y'all it's good some mother. Yeah, okay, I'm about to chow down because I don't feel like talking too much. I'm trying to eat. What, baby? Oh, get the bats. Them as just regular directions. Them as just regular decorations is so cute. I don't know if I'm taking them down. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next clip.